grab you by the hair, smash your face off the floor, and it's all over, Drew. Let me know when you want a piece of the Furious one. And while I'm on a rant, I may as well call out one more person. A big useless dosser. Not a real fighting man, a hype job, bodybuild, CrossFit, big, ugly shithouse. That's Anthony Joshua. AJ, if you're out there, let's make this fight happen, you big dosser. You big shithouse bum dosser. And I'm going to smash your face in too. And there's not one thing you can do about it. Prove me wrong, sucker. Prove me wrong. I'm number one. Uno. Just been thinking. Another message for AJ. AJ, if you go past 3 rounds with me, I'll quit in the corner. Because that's how confident I'm taking you cold out within the first 2-3 rounds. Out. Out like a light switch.
Wow. Those are the words, of course, of Tyson the Gypsy King Fury as he tells Anthony Joshua he's a hype job, a CrossFit, a bodybuilder, not a real fighting man. And if he goes 3 rounds, he'll quit on the stool. Let me counterpunch. You know, I like the trash talk. I like the confidence. I like the idea that he's still promoting the fight, because when I hear trash talk, I hear potential. I hear potential that the fight may still happen, despite what we heard Bob Arum say about Eddie Hearn and say about Deontay Wilder. Now we see Deontay Wilder training, so people are trying to tie in, okay, Wilder's training, so he might be training for Tyson Fury. But we still hear Tyson Fury talking about fighting AJ. So everything's up in the air. I get the words. I get the trash talk. I get why Tyson Fury's saying that. I mean, because Anthony Joshua, you know, he works out a lot. You know, he has a certain physique that he maintains, and this, that, and the other. He's not a real fighting man. I guess that's a certain definition, meaning he's not a real boxer. Well, you know, the resume shows otherwise, right? But he says he's number one. Hey, you got to beat Tyson Fury to be number one, but fair play, you have to beat everyone in the division to stay number one. And Anthony Joshua's the other champion in the same weight class. So I would say you'd have to take him on, especially with his accolades that he already has on top of the belts that he used to have, which is Tyson Fury. But if you go past 3 rounds, I'll quit in the corner. That kind of made me think like, all right, what is that about? I know he said because I'm that confident or whatever, but, you know, they've already went 3 rounds. Right? So, I mean, they've only been 3 rounds together, throwing blows together, right? And that was sparring. A lot of people say sparring isn't anything. No, sparring's fighting. Sparring is fighting. You don't believe me? Ask the person that died in 2019 for sparring. Okay? Because you're still taking punishment. You're still taking contact. It might not be full. It might be full because not everyone spars with headgear. Okay, so, you know, there you go. But him saying, hey, I'll quit in 3 rounds, I mean, people could look at that and say, well, hey, man, you know, that shows confidence. It does show confidence, but at the same time, you know, that's almost as crazy as, hey, I'll give you a bonus if you hit me with those punches. You know, Tyson Fury's reminding me of Ali taking on George Foreman, like Anthony Joshua's George Foreman. You know, you can see those punches coming from way back here, and right? So I don't think it's that dominant, okay? I don't think that he's that much faster than those guys or Anthony Joshua, the guy he wants to fight. But, of course, you know, Tyson Fury, it's still good news that he is promoting the fight with AJ, you know, and it's like, hey, he's pumping AJ up, you know what I mean? He's like, hey, I can beat you, so you prove me wrong. What are you going to do about it? So I think That's his way of still wanting that fight with Anthony Joshua. Especially now, I think it's more an incentive because it is a one-fight deal. Because the one-fight deal, for Tyson Fury, I think that liberates him, to do other things. When in his mind, when he takes the L, he can fly off in the sunset, hollering, "You big Dawsa, I told you so. This is the Gypsy King," right? So I think now it's more an incentive for him to promote a fight with Anthony Joshua because he has terms the way he wants them, more comfortable. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think about Tyson Fury's latest trash talk towards Anthony Joshua. Will they go past 3 rounds when they fight? Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.